welcome to the TomCast. I'm your host, Tom Gallicchio.
I'm your co-host, Joe Daddy Stevenson.
We have a great show today.
We always have a great show.
Hey, nice haircut.
Nice haircut for you too. I like how you kept the beard.
Yeah, well, it's funny, I still got that homeless look going.
Well, it's the eyebrows really that does that. It's not your fault. You know, it's just, you're so manly that it comes out.
I know, I think it's
Your
like,
hair is actually, I mean, the fact that we could have made so many cards.
I mean, we still can make cards.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, we're going to try to do, weren't we going to wax you?
Well, no.
Wasn't it $10 a strip to wax you?
Yeah, but
guys,
no.
So check this out, guys. Wow, I told you we always have a good time. So, Tom told me on Tough that he wanted to raise money for his charitable organization, and one way he was going to do it was to raffle off waxing a piece of him. I locked in at $10. Tom's now you can now bid on a piece for $50. If you want, you can go to the YouTube channel.
I will do one piece for $50, and we're going to donate it to a charity.
But on the next TomCast, you're gonna watch me get all, what was it, Steve Carell, the one that.
I'm gonna give you one for $10.
One for $10.
One for $10.
And can it be across a little bit of nipple? Let's see.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean you're getting a lot for $10.
Let me do your spade. I'm just cleaning it up.
Okay, yeah, bam.
So bam, that's what you guys are gonna get next week, by the way.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. That's a good compromise.
Thank you.
Oh, and speaking of spending money on stuff, I gambled this weekend. Like every weekend.
Now, they say that you should never loan money that you expect back. And I think you should also never gamble with money that you should expect
Well,
back.
I mean, I thought it was a for sure thing, and my parlays hit.
That makes sense.
I mean, it was UFC 211, a hell of a card.
Those of you that don't really gamble a lot, what is a parlay?
Parlay is like you take multiple events. So I did a 3-fight parlay. I took David Branch, who was the World Series champ in 2 weight classes. I thought he was a favorite. He's at a Renzo Gracie. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I mean, he was doing this longer than I have. Like, he's very, very good fighter.
What about, so what is your next fight?
I took Frankie Edgar.
That was a good, that was a lot.
Yeah, I thought that I got him at, he was like minus 130. That means you have to spend 130 to get 100. And that's good money for Frankie Edgar. Yari was riding the hype train. But I trained with Frankie. You know, Frankie could probably go.
You feel like you're a little partial? Like, of course, you're always going to pick Frankie?
I'm always
Frankie versus Thor.
I'm always going to go with Frankie. But
Frankie versus Batman.
Oh, are you always going to go with Frankie? Unless it's like Aldo?
Well, I mean, I went against Frankie for Gray Maynard.
First time you work?
My buddy. Yeah, I guess a draw.
But that was biased or something?
Frankie's also like just a phenomenal person, works hard, dedicated. Yeah. It's hard to ever go against somebody you like as a person. Like when I bet. Who's your other bet?
I got Joanna. I mean, Joanna's killing the girls.
So you called all 3 fights, and when you win one, that money transfers over to the next, and then
you got to hit all 3. If one loses, it's done.
But so each time your odds get better.
When you combine, your odds shoot up. So like maybe I spent about $30, $40 in parlays. I won about $200.
Oh, dude, that's great. To walk away with $200,
probably about 30.
Well, I mean, what do you think about if you were to have walked away with $200 plus your 30, that's $230.
Yeah, but you know, I agree.
Oh, wait.
In Temecula, we have something called pachanga, and that is.
Bless you.
Hold on. Got a little.
You got a little pachanga.
I'm good. Got a little. I'm getting so excited talking gambling. So
guys, I think he has a problem. He starts sweating.
All right. Hold on. So you know, you got to chase the dragon. And so I went down to the phone number.
You can call.
It's 15 minutes away, and I lost it all on 3-card poker and bingo.
I want you guys to know this about Tom. We're hanging out on the show. Tom's a great time, great conversation, and he starts to tell me about how him and his girl go every Sunday to the bingo hall and take, you said, these old people's money. You're like, oh, they don't stand a chance against us because we're so quick. Like, he's so...
No, it's a computer, so all I gotta do is just put more money than the rest of them. And then my odds are pretty good, although, like, the last 2 times, I lost.
Hey, guys, but Tom doesn't have a problem. He could stop at any time.
Yeah, anytime. Hey, let's talk about our show. We got a great show.
We're going to talk about the fight between Ramsey
And, Julian.
and Julian, yeah? And,
I always want to call him my one bang, but Julian.
want to bring, bro? That's awesome. I think there's some nasty jokes that could be made with that word. It's like having the name Joe. People, you know, like, hey, Joe, your flowers will grow.
Or Joe Mama.
Or your Joe
That's
Mama.
been a
or
joke forever.
the word ho happens to rhyme with my name.
Go. I know. We also got,
You were going to have to beep all that out.
No, they're fine. We also got Juan Archuleta. Those of you who don't know him, he's, Joe, explain to us about him. You're his coach.
Juan's one of the first fighters that I've gotten to really work with that is all in. And by that, you know, it's like everything about his life revolves around fighting. His family upbringing was in wrestling. And so he pushed him so much in wrestling that it's helped carry over that work ethic into fighting. And I mean, he's working with Zach Diaz, a great boxer. He gets to do so much.
He's also one of the coaches on the show for Team Dillashaw. So not only is Joe his coach, but he was Joe's coach. So the student became a master.
Oh, I was really lucky too that Cody didn't pick me.
Yeah, you were.
It was awesome. I mean, Juan, I believe, is the first fighter to ever win 3 belts in 3 different weight classes. There's so much that you guys are going to get to learn about him. And when we discuss perhaps maybe a little bit of the drama that happened, like you guys got to see some of the stuff when Dwayne was there. He was there for that.
And we're also going to have Joe's youngest son, Maximus, on. And we're going to have all that and more in Joe's quinceañera after this messages. Welcome back to the TomCast. Man, all that gambling talk got me crazy.
Dude, I know. We can really build so much. Oh, it's so wet.
Right. So
I'm sweating too.
Yeah, I know. You need it too.
Same rag.
I know. There's a lot of lights in Hollywood and stuff.
Okay.
Before we talk about stuff, I got this bean. Let's bring in a coach.
We're going to magically water this bean.
Here we go. Put it here.
Right here. Now. Oh.
Hey,
what's going on?
On the
That was awesome.
Welcome to the TomCast, Juan.
Thank you. One question. What's the 2.0 stand for?
It's actually like a 2-point job. It's because I got my team. And I'm not doing it in my living room anymore.
Oh,
it was a
okay.
one-man show.
Oh, dang.
With guests, but it was still a one-man show. It had a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you remember when we were at weigh-ins and Ramsey was like, you guys don't say anything when Dwayne's around?
Oh, man.
Right after we waited.
When he started the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was...
Then he disappeared, right?
It disappeared. And Dwayne's such a calm guy, too.
Didn't Mehdi push you?
He gave me
Is that the one? You got pushed by Mehdi in that melee. I remember, and I looked at him and he laughed. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, you can't really fake fight.
Yeah.
I know. He was
The worst
doing-
part of everything, that whole situation that happened, was when everything got resolved. You have Ramsey back in the locker room. He's just eating and drinking. Hey guys, how's it going? We're like, oh
You're going at
well, you obviously didn't know what happened after you left. You know, everyone got into it. He's like, oh, did they? Like, yeah, you knew that was gonna happen.
He was hilarious. Ramsey's such a good time.
He was devious, man.
Yeah.
His muscles are number one.
Oh yeah.
Number one.
Ramsey's is the best.
But you could tell the mutual respect. You know, Ramsey also respected Dwayne a lot too. So like, it was cool when you say, it's like, you ever go hang out with one of your friends that doesn't fight, and all of a sudden they're the toughest guy in the room.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
they don't even train.
Yeah.
But like you're with them, they're like, yeah. What are you looking at? I'll call her if I want.
They're the ones getting you in trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You think he's scared of you? It's like, what?
Like, what are you talking about? Calm down. Yeah, Ramsey totally instigated that whole fight that went on.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I mean, and so forth. He did have a reasoning behind it, but you know, when you call out a bunch of fighters like he did, and you know, it wasn't gonna stay quiet. You know.
Two,
Justin
it's
Buckles
part
had to
of-
step up.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he had to.
It's part of the game
posture.
plan too. Like you get them if they're not thinking about your fight.
Oh, yeah.
If they're not thinking about how do we beat Ramsey,
Yeah.
like maybe we should tell him to not go blow his wad in the first minute. You know, go out there and try to be calm and collected.
Yeah, that's what I would have switched up. I mean, he came out and surprised us all.
Dude, he almost finished the fight a couple times.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Absolutely. I mean, that looked like a tight guillotine.
Yeah.
I wasn't in it, and he's all muscle, Julian.
Yeah.
Julian's like a big.
He ate so much protein. He would just eat like so
Oh,
much
yeah, he
protein.
would-
His
he
farts were legit.
Oh yeah, he'd get the blender. He's like making a protein shake, throw an organic ribeye in
Did you
it.
just put did you put a ribeye in the blender, bro?
He's like, don't worry, I'm cutting it with eggs.
He was a good time too.
Oh, Julian was funny.
Yeah,
man.
he was one of the coolest guys that was on the set for sure.
Julian was really funny. Justin was funny too.
Oh, Justin
was hysterical. So was Seth.
Yeah.
It was kind of, once that next fight gets called out, you're the next fight. So like Justin and I are like,
Okay.
cool, huh? Okay. I'm surprised.
I kept going around going, well, Cody's got the next pick. Who gets the next one? And then he was like, well, it's the last pick. And I'm like, don't explain it to me. I ruined my joke.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cody got to pick all the fights. Most.
Yeah, if you paid attention to this season, guys, you've noticed.
That Cody's picked all the fights.
What did we get? We chose Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one we got was Jesse. So.
And we got to choose Joe first.
How was it getting to coach your coach?
Oh man, getting the coach Joe Daddy, the legend, man, it was cool. He's given me so much in my career, so to be there for him was just the little bit of gift back that I can give to you. So yeah, it was awesome.
It was cool. Tom had Jesse.
Yeah, I had Jesse as a team, so it was a nice support.
And I had my Juan.
You had your Juan.
The only one.
So how did you get hooked up with TJ?
So TJ and I, we grew up in California wrestling together. And
What are you the same age? You're 31?
Well, he's 31, I'm 29, so I
so
always look.
young.
Yeah.
God, I hate that. He's so young and so successful. It just hurts me.
Well, so I got to watch a lot of his wrestling. Always was inspired by his wrestling, his style. And then when we got in college, I became bigger than him. I wrestled 141 in college. He was 125. And I always looked up to him. He was a great wrestler, great performer. Always performed when it was time to. And so we just, after Purdue, after I got done wrestling at Purdue, I just kept in
So
contact
you were
with
a Purdue
him.
wrestler?
Yeah, wrestled at Purdue, Boilermaker. Yeah.
Well, with Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley. Yeah.
With Stanley. I think he did pretty good in nationals.
Yeah.
His uncle was my wrestling coach back in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
so what you just told us is TJ can make 25. So if Cody couldn't take this fight, TJ could fight
Do
the
you
belt
think
at
he can make
125. Is that what you
Oh,
just told us?
Oh yeah, very possibly. He's out here in California with my nutritionist Sam Calavita. So the guy's a mastermind when it comes to cutting weight and actually having a wholesome plan that makes sure you're pound for pound the strongest at each weight class.
I seen his work. He really is involved. Like he takes it. Some guys you're with and they're kind of half in it. He seems like he's 100% committed.
Oh yeah, you have to be, especially in the fight game, you got to be committed. And then anyone that trains you, they have to be committed because it's life or death situation sometimes,
What's the craziest stuff that makes sense that you guys done? Like you guys just saw an Ultimate Fighter, Dr. Petrick. He's amazing. He did the facial release on those guys.
Oh yeah.
Listen to the name of this, guys. What is it? The exact facial release, but it's
Cranial release, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that doesn't
fun,
sound
man.
fun at all. And it
Yeah.
sounds painful, but it opens up your sinuses and it allows your airways to breathe, and that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Machida drank his pee.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
No.
I wore the same cup until I lost, and I was like, oh yeah, it was just wrong, and I have an itch.
I did that with a song. I came out to the same song for I went 10-1.
And you had, yes, it was
Then
a song.
after I lost, I hated the song. It's Welcome to the Jungle. No, it's like, oh man. But I was just starting to get tired of it walking out. So.
What's yours?
What's your entrance song?
My entrance song, I don't really have an entrance song. I have to do something that
Or
ritual that I have. Mainly just train hard. That's my
What's the
ritual
craziest thing though? I've seen you in freezing cold water in Montana.
Okay, yeah. So some is
just
the
train,
recovery.
just train.
Yeah. So some of it is the recovery. I am a stickler on the recovery. So jumping in cold water. Getting the Russian sauna. The ice baths and all that is one of my biggest rituals.
You get slapped with the leaves.
Yeah. Oh, those are the best. Yeah.
What does that do?
So apparently it helps with the blood flow and helps, when you bring heat, when you're hitting your skin with the leaves, it gets the, it acts like so when you get pinched or something, you automatically go, what the hell? So with the leaves, it's bringing that sensation where your mind's freaking out, saying, I gotta send blood there. So now it starts bringing the blood. Then they start rubbing it, and you start getting the fluid going, and it's hot. You're sweating.
That's like when the fighter slapped them.
Yeah.
It kind of brings you up.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so awesome to see your mannerisms. You've trained so much that sometimes, if you remember wrestling in high school, you could you just throw the half. You think of the half and you throw a half.
Yeah.
I can tell when you start talking, and then you just twist the guy's neck.
No, Juan's a great athlete. And we're going to get more into Juan and his assistant coach after these words. Welcome back, guys. Let's recap the fight since you were there and coaching it. You were there too, I believe.
We were all there.
Last time I checked, we were all there.
From what
It started out, Julian came out guns
he was no let's pull it out. It was, I want to finish it.
It was because there was that weigh-in height, so that definitely brought the heat in.
Do you think the fact that Ramsey got in his head affected his strategy?
I think it just brought way too much excitement.
Oh yeah.
I think it was for Ramsey too.
Ramsey said a couple of those guillotines, he said one for sure was very close.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you got biceps and Julian is literally a specimen. He could end up doing some type of catalog modeling or something for the muscles because that's how much he cares.
But he
about
still got but he'd have to be like the bad boy because he got neck.
Oh yeah, neck tattoos make you the bad boy.
Yeah.
Well, when you knew there was a hole in the door, when something was coming out. When I seen the hole in the door, I was like, okay, Ramsey, looks like Julian's gonna be coming out home.
He wants the bang, bro.
I was like, okay. And Ramsey's so nonchalant, no, we'll be good. And then, oh man.
Good job.
So that's where the hole came from. I didn't even know where it came from.
That for
I mean,
sure
if I was since I'm gambling, I would have bet Julia.
The reason TJ brought you on is kind of cool. You have experience. You've won 3 belts in 3 different weight classes. You were able to do that in a 6-month span against former UFC fighters. Tough guys like 13-1 or 13-4, 13-3, and dominate. I mean, you've only ever lost 1 round in your career. What's the idea of all this? Maybe we should just bring out each belt that you have. And
Joe, hold that thought 1 second.
Oh, dang.
That's a pretty one too, Juan.
what weight is this?
This is 145 California Fight League.
Let me see that thing. That thing looks heavy. Oh yeah, that's good belt.
Yeah,
No.
That's a nice one.
This is a great organization, guys. You need.
Dude, is this an anaconda?
That's my true form belt. That's also another
This is
145.
heavy. Is it real
That's
gold?
145?
Oh yeah, real gold. Yeah, that's also 145 True Form Entertainment.
So these are 145-pound belts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is
And
nice.
I'm
Thanks
gonna
to
put this right here because that's too heavy.
Yeah, this one's sturdy.
Yeah, that one's
Look at
sturdy.
that.
That one's heavy.
We look like we're at a boxing press conference.
Well, geez, there's some more, right?
I don't know.
Do you have another 35-pound belt?
Both of you guys should hit some magic and.
Oh man.
So yeah, these are my 2 135 Gladiator Challenge King of the Cage. And well, shoot, I'll just bring out the rest of them for you guys if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh yeah, so this.
Look, this one's got writing on the back. Wow.
That's 155?
Yeah, so I got the King of the Cage 155 title, the King of the Cage 145, and the King of the Cage 135 title. And then we had a a super fight out in Lithuania, a European versus American title that we did here.
I believe it knees to a downed opponent.
Oh yeah, that
allowed.
one. They did Japanese rules out there on that one, so I was like, I'm all for it.
I'll be all right.
What's it like fighting over in Lithuania?
Oh, Lithuania was a great experience. Great people, very welcoming. They love fighting, that's for sure.
They're fighting,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, they're very violent. They loved they loved fighting so much they wanted to add Japanese rules where they loved the art so much they wanted to see the knockout instead.
Was
of
there elbows too?
Yeah, elbows. Yeah, it was actually a little bit of everything.
So it's like NHP pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a hybrid
old
for sure.
rules.
So what would you say
The rules
is
or no rules?
what would you say is their strong point as Lithuanian fighters? You probably went against the Lithuanian. correct?
Yeah, when against Lithuanian, they're hard and they're K1 fighters, so they're all stand up, kickboxing, and so
Knockout artists?
Yeah, knockout artists could take a punch and to give one.
Do they stand more upright?
Oh yeah,
or-
more upright and just like let's stand and bang like the old
Someone's
school
dropping.
Civil War. Like I'm gonna shoot you, you shoot me, and I'm like okay. Well, I got a little more of a different game plan. I go out there and I try to take people out and take people and control the whole fight, and from the feet to the ground to their cardio to their, to my technique and just dictating my pace.
Now, what's your record now on?
Right now I stand at 16-1.
16-1.
How many win streak? How many fight win streak?
So I'm on an 11 fight win streak right now. I lost when I was 5-0 in the World Series of Fighting. I actually got choked out, and then from there learned a great deal. Yeah, absolutely.
So you won 11 more after that.
Yeah, won 11 more. Been on 11 fight win
That's
streak.
great. How did you meet Joe?
So Joe, actually, we're from the same hometown, Victorville, Hesperia, cross neighbors. It's a very small town. We grew up wrestling together.
Dan Henderson's dad
Yeah,
was
Dan
the coach?
Henderson. Yeah, so Dan Henderson, we're part of his last, prodigies, so to speak, of his wrestling program. And then when he had left, his dad and Dan had left. My dad had took over the wrestling program.
He was 4,
Yeah.
and I watched his dad make him drill perfect technique into him. He was like, I said single leg, head on the inside, head on the inside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I mean there was no room for error for sure growing up at that time. Just like there is no room for error right now in MMA.
How was your wrestling career though? Like, could you walk me through it?
Yeah, so wrestling, I was wrestled at a very young age. I was 3, 4 years old, wrestling 6, 7-year-olds. So always tried to stay ahead of the curve. I loved wrestling growing up. My dad took me out of wrestling when I got in fourth grade to 6th grade. He didn't want me to get burned out because he's seen my brother starting to get burned out a little bit when they got into high school.
That's interesting. You don't see too many parents do that.
Yeah.
Usually it's like the opposite.
Well, when
they
you got
usually try to grind it like, what? You just need more wrestlers.
Yeah, well, when you got four older brothers and I'm the 5th one coming up, he did make some adjustments. He was able to see like, okay, there's a pattern going on here. Let me adjust this pattern.
Golden child.
Yeah. So
his dad, I mean, honestly, his dad has been involved. He's not a coach that just is like, cool, go do that, and then does what he cares. He cares because he's right there with you.
So your dad was a wrestler?
Yeah, my dad's last sport in high school was wrestling, so that's why he made me wrestle. He played baseball, football, basketball. Like he grew up where we grew up. He went to Victorville High School, so in those areas, it's just you're a well-rounded athlete.
Oh yeah, nothing but toughness has came out of Victorville.
Yeah.
Hey Juan, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh yeah, thank you guys.
You've been
appreciate it.
awesome,
I'm
and
glad
thank
to be
you
on
for
the
being a coach
podcast.
on our show.
Oh yeah.
But great. How can we get a hold of you? Like, what's
your
social media stuff?
Oh yeah, so my Instagram is jarch135, Facebook Juan Spaniard Archuleta, and Twitter is jarch141.
How do you spell Archuleta?
Archuleta.
Yeah,
And if you want,
listeners are literate.
okay, yeah. Well, if you want to get a hold of me on any of your posts, just hashtag Rise of the Spaniard, and as you can see, we're rising.
If you need to figure out how to spell his name, you could also look at the credits at the end of Kingdom. There's a couple episodes where you see Juan Archuleta.
Oh yeah.
And that'll give you the spelling.
Oh yeah.
Ron, thank you again. Guys, get a hold of him, and
yeah.
you will be seeing him in the UFC shortly. More after this, guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Welcome back, guys. Juan, tell us a little bit about your next fight.
Okay, so for my next fight, it'll be actually during International Fight Week, July 8th in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So anyone that's not going to International Fight Week and that's out in Albuquerque, I'll be out there selling some tickets, so you guys can catch me on there.
What a great chance to have you in here. Could you do a favor and bring in Maximus?
All right, guys. I'm out. Rise of the Spaniard. Here comes Maximus.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, what's up, Maximus? Look at his hairs. Look at he's got the best hair here.
Guys, this is my son, Maximus Robert Lee Stevenson. He's named after Maximus from the movie Gladiator, but his mom wouldn't let me name him Maximus Meridius because I couldn't spell it. So we got away with Maximus.
I like Robert E. Lee too.
Robert E. Lee is after my stepdad and Maya's stepdad. It was, we put their names together. Oh, it was actually her dad and her stepdad.
I thought it was after the general.
No.
The Confederate general, right?
Her other father's name is Lee, so that makes sense. It was a questionable call, but
You
worked
guys
out
were,
really good.
and he's got the warrior spirit. How old are you, Maximus?
I'm like 9 years old.
You're like 9 years old.
What grade are you in, son?
3rd,
How many school plays have you been?
so far 2.
What sports do you do?
Baseball, soccer, and football.
And do you compete in grappling?
Yes.
Have you ever gone to Naga?
Yes.
What's your favorite submission?
I have to tell you the guillotine.
Thank you,
The
son.
guillotine. I'm not surprised.
What belt are you?
Well, I am a gray belt.
Wow.
Who's
Who's
your instructor? Who's your head instructor who belts you?
Coach Cisco.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Francisco.
Good.
He's one of my brown belts. He's actually tapped me, and I'm waiting to give him his black belt, but he wants to wait till he competes in Worlds.
Now, Maximus, I have a question for you. I saw you over there in the back room hanging out by the pizza. Serious veteran move right there.
That's where you got it, yeah.
How many slices did you have?
3.
3? Ooh.
Maximus, what is it hard? You weren't there the first time Daddy fought on the Ultimate Fighter, but you were here the second time. I was gone for 6 weeks. How was that? It's different, right?
Felt way weird.
I love you, son. Tell me, do you ever get scared about fights?
Usually not that much because I know how to defend myself.
Now, knowing how, tell me, what do you ask?
Yeah, do you get scared when your father fights at all?
Yeah. I'm afraid that it might get
Hurt?
yeah.
Oh,
Well-
you don't have to worry about that. Your dad's tough, so
So that's crazy though. He's not scared when he fights, but he's scared when I fight. It's kind of like when you corner somebody in a fight.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
When you got to corner someone, Max, it's very difficult. You've seen me corner fights when people fight like Uncle Juan and people like Uncle Jamal when they're
I've
fighting.
been there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Having confidence at school allows you to be yourself and to have the confidence. You don't get in fights. I know this because you're involved in the school. Because you don't have to get in fights because you have the confidence in your own abilities not to fight these kids that kind of pick on you. Is bullying happening a lot in school, Jim?
Usually not in our school.
I guess you Victorville kids take care of it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of those fighting, right?
I got a question for you. Did you watch your dad's first season of The Ultimate Fighter?
I don't remember.
I'm not a guy that like boasts a lot, or I didn't make him watch much of it.
You didn't stick him down and say, watch these highlight reels,
But
this is my glory.
He did fight on, or he did get to come on Kingdom and
You
play.
were on Kingdom.
You were your brother Frankie's little brother.
Yeah, tell us about it. Tell us about your time
What
on
was your
Kingdom.
name?
My name was Miguel on the show Kingdom.
And what did Miguel do? What was your role?
I barely even talked. I just turned around, and that's all.
You allowed Jay Kulina to sign an autograph for your brother on your back, right?
Yes.
So that's the start of your career. Are you looking into some acting there, Maximus?
Nope.
So he's the warrior side of the Stevensons.
Yeah, he's gonna be the fighter and Frankie's gonna be the manager.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
3 more brothers, if you want me including them. 4. And 0 sisters.
0 sisters. Are you the oldest, the youngest, the middle?
Youngest. Frankie and Tyler are the old,
Joey's the
the middle
oldest.
age. And Joe is like the oldest.
So actually, I got another question. I hear you guys play some intense hide and seek games in the house.
Oh yeah, we turned the lights off.
See, look how serious Joe is getting. Explain that the Stevenson boys family hide and seek.
Well, usually we turn off the lights, so like when somebody counts, they can't see where we're going unless they try to cheat.
Yeah.
So one day I'm gonna have to come over and play some hide and
dude,
seek.
we're so good.
I love hide and seek.
Hey.
That's my favorite game.
Maximus, guess what happens next week's episode of Ultimate Fighter?
Next week's episode, we're gonna lose a patch of hair off this. Joe Stevenson.
And we're going to talk about my fight.
We're gonna talk about Joe's fight, your daddy's fight now.
And then I'm going to let you watch that episode, so you'll be able to watch that, know what's happening. Because we don't even watch the episode because we try to stay in our own little world.
Of course. So we're gonna go over next week's episode and more after that. Thank you for coming on, Maximus. Future UFC champion right here.
Thank you, son.
You guys stay tuned. We're gonna recap next week's episode. I'm trying to figure out who I was thinking. Maybe Eric's being around camera carrying us one, but yeah,
A lot of people.
Oh, we're back. Well, that's the end of the episode. Next week we got the chest hair pulling.
Oh gosh.
For charity.
$10. And then if you would like, you can go to our YouTube channel, the TomCase 2.0.
Well, we're gonna get TomCase 2.0 on YouTube.
If you make a comment, you'll do one, right?
I will do one, but you got to donate. It goes up to $50 the next one, so we'll have to PayPal it or something or technology it over here. And yeah, one, and you'll choose to spot, or if you're in the SoCal area, you can come into the studio and do it.
Yep.
So we want to thank Builders, Legacy Builders, SoCal.
Everyone there, they've really helped us.
They built this.
Yeah, Eagleless.
Eagleless
Guys, everyone
production.
involved with Eagleless.
They're the best. They're the best. I mean, they made this show awesome. I mean, the one-man show, it was okay, but this is awesome. So thank
takes a
everybody at
team.
Eagleless.
Everyone at Cobra Kai,
Dan Henderson Athletic Fitness Center, Team TJ Dillashaw, all our friends at Tough.
Victorville Motors.
Victorville Motors.
Thank you guys for your help.
I kind of need a new Toyota.
Yeah.
A new used. And that's about it. You guys stick around. You guys are awesome. Post on our message board, YouTube, TomCast 2.0. We'll see you next week.